Howdy, welcome back to the Addicted Motors Rover auction review series with a last minute, let's say, emergency episode because I check the Mannheim inventory often. My name is Troy with Addicted Motors. We do this many times a week when we find an interesting Land Rover for sale at a dealer-only auction site. We like to give a quick once-over review and give you the chance to potentially allow us to broker a deal or purchase a vehicle for you. What we have for you today is a 2000 and what is this? This is a 2001, I'm assuming. Yeah, it looks like a 2001, which is interesting because I am also selling a wonderful 2001, but that's a different story. This one just popped up for sale. I think this is in Mannheim, Tennessee, Nashville, by a nondescript seller. It is a white on tan base model SD slick top D2 and 01. So that means you got no CDL, but it caught my eye as at 80,000 miles. It looks very clean. It has 6 owners. So I don't know what to think about this at the moment, right? Because 6 owners, very clean. It's obviously bounced around a lot. I'd love to run a Carfax and see what those owner what those owner durations were, whether it was one owner for a while and then it picked up after 2019 and bounced around a lot. But I'm assuming because it's for sale, they're going to want a good amount of money for it. But let's check it out, right? Let's see if this thing is worth the squeeze potentially. It is just like the one that we have. It's got the base bumper. It doesn't even have fog lights, which is fine with me because that's just more area to crack and break because those bumpers are primed to do that. But the paint looks good. Finished in white. Looks like it had a license plate cover at one time, but the bumper is in fairly good condition. Looks like the sprayers are missing or cracked or something. A lot of these Rovers, you'll see them with ARB front or rear bumpers because they got cracked or smushed, and they probably ran the numbers back in the day of the price for a new plastic bumper versus a upgrade, and the upgrades were more affordable and more readily available. So nothing major to note at this point. It's got looks like a matching set of Goodyears on it. I can't tell if the rears are the same in the front. I saw a Goodyear on the front. Goodyear, no, you got Michelin's on the front. Yeah, Michelin's on the front. Goodyear's in the back. So you're most of the way there. It's a rear-wheel drive model. No tow hitch, just like ours, Fort Lauderdale. So probably out of Florida, unless someone is a Rover spare tire cover enthusiast. And don't worry, they exist. But it's white, right? A white Rover is awesome. I think it's super clean, good looking. This would not be one for dedicated off-road use, but people like a pretty Rover. And the underside is what I'm mostly queuing in on with these trucks. You have to buy one that's not rusty. And so far, it looks pretty darn good. Not great, not perfect, but not bad. It's acceptable. You'd probably have to scrape and coat it, but all the body panels look fine. They look like they line up. The paint looks even. Yeah, there's that Michelin. That's a Michelin that's had the letters scraped off from curbing it. I do like the 16s on it. I love a Rover on 16s. They just ride so nice and smooth like they should. But very pretty truck. Missing a center cap there. Michelin. Well, okay. So maybe we do have... Nope, that's just one Goodyear. That looks like a spare. That looks like an old tire. I'm not sure what's going on there. But there you are. There's your base model interior, just like ours. No heated seats, plastic trim pieces. I'm also noticing that the coating has been blown off of the e-brake, which means this thing's been detailed. Somebody was hitting it with the blower, and some of that flaking came off, and they're like, let's just get the rest of this. I've done the same thing. It's not a bad thing because it comes off. But even the cup holders, you don't even have the wood trim, just like ours. It's like the little brother. Steering wheel looks okay. Not a whole lot of wear. Looks like you have an SRS light on unless they just started it. That's a little odd. Secondary radio. 88,000 miles. There you go. That's the moneymaker there. Rear seat. Oh, it has mats too. That's a plus. Mats look good. Lots of interesting stuff in the background here. I see some Lamborghinis, Porsches, G-Wagon, a little M-Series. Just like ours. That doesn't matter if you're having 80,000 mile headliner, 120,000 mile headliner, sunroof, no sunroof. She is sagging. And it's the original sticker, and I don't see signs of a paint job where you have paint kind of intruding onto that. So that's a good sign. Again, I don't mind if Rosen painted, but here's the moneymaker, right? All right, you've got orange coolant at the right level. You get a battery with a 24 mark on it. Clean looking motor. Is that Ace? I'm not sure. I can't tell. Probably not because it's a base model. No third row seating, which is good. And then let's check out this frame. Check out this frame. Yes, let's take a good look here. Normal leaks, nothing concerning, I don't think, for the most part. Still have the bronzing covered on the transmission housing. Axles look good. No really notable frame rust. Still have a Land Rover muffler on the back there. So, I mean, this is clean. This is a clean looking truck. Again, like the one that we reviewed last week that's been sitting, the 04 with very low miles. I don't know who the buyer is for this, if they, unless you just want a real clean one to bop around in. So, you know, pick your poison, as Otto screams in the background. So, yeah, 01, 80,000 miles, 6 owners, very clean, not much rust at all. Fort Lauderdale, potentially a Florida truck. No notes. I don't know what this sells for. If you're interested, shoot me a note. addicted.motors@us@gmail.com. Yeah, or follow the Instagram. Check it out, because this runs next week, I believe. When does this run? Yeah, 128. So we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.